Welcome or welcome back to Awake and Bake, where we get high vibes and talk about the universe. I'm your host, Danny, and today's episode is a very exciting, low key, urgent, and for you. Literally, like, not even for me. Hi, if you didn't know this, I'm a psychic and a stoner, and I often like to combine the two every single day, all the time, especially in these videos. That being said, make sure that you have something to drink because I certainly will not be responsible for you hooker whores being dehydrated. I'm drinking from my fake Stanley pink water bottle. It matches my outfit. And I'm still hitting this Indica Delighted Disposable, but you guys, I think it's like almost running out. Okay, actually, maybe I just lied. Maybe I'm just like wishful thinking because I want to switch it up because I just checked and there's a good amount of juice in there. Okay, never mind. Take a hit. Today's episode is a very special one and a very exciting one because this happens honestly all the time, and I can always tell when it's meant for me and when it's not. So what happened was I was pulling tarot the other day because I just had an emotional day, and I said, let me pull some tarot and I will feel better. And usually this would make me feel a lot better, but as I was pulling the cards, I was like, literally nothing that's coming up is resonating with me. And then when I try to think of maybe what it could apply to, it gives me more anxiety and almost fear because it's like I'm making up a situation of what it could apply to. That's when I know, okay, this is not meant for me because it does not resonate. It does not feel good. And I can't even find a situation where I think it kind of makes sense. I think it's for y'all. When I say it doesn't feel good to me, I don't mean it feels bad. I mean, it doesn't feel like it's meant for me. It doesn't feel like it's mine. I feel like I'm reading someone else's message because I'm like, beautiful reading, but not for me. So without further fucking ado, here are 3 things that are specific downloads for you guys listening that Source wants you to know right the fuck now. The first one is your goal that you are working on right now. You might be having a little bit of doubt. Not anything crazy, okay? Nothing too serious, but maybe like in the back of your head, like, oh my God, this is taking forever. How long am I gonna have to hustle? How long am I gonna have to like put in all this work? Universe wants you to know you are on the right path, okay? Keep going, keep trucking along. Trust that monetarily, this is going to pay off soon. Let's take a little hit before we move on to number 2. Okay, so the second thing, and this is very important. You know how right before I said realize and just trust that your goal is going to have a monetary payoff for you and that it's on the way? So once it gets here, you need to be very mindful of how you're spending your money and what you're doing with it and how you're saving it and just basically how you're handling your money, right? But also, you need to be aware of how generous you're being. This is a time to really like love on your soul family or on your real family, your friends, the people closest to you, because we are in crazy times right now. Not like it's not the time to be hoarding wealth. So what is wealth if not shared? You know what I'm saying? Like fucking share. But like responsibly. Like don't pay for your friends' bottles at the club. Like pay for your friends' rent. You know what I mean? Like that type of generous. And again, don't just be throwing your money out to anybody, like your soul family, the people that you care most about who are in your immediate circle. Now is the time to love on them and also be responsible. Okay, and then this last one, and this is a big part of how I knew this reading wasn't for me because y'all know I am overly in my head sometimes. Like, oh my gosh, my intuition is so strong. Like, that was definitely my intuition. And look, it always is. But like, I just knew, right? Because the message, this third last message that I got was, you have been ignoring your intuition, but not in a way that's like, oh my God, I can hear my intuition and like, fuck you, bitch. It's like you've been hearing that little voice and being like, should I do that? No, probably not. That's such a big dream, or that's such a big life change, or that's going to cause so many issues or hurt so many people's feelings because I'm not going to be, whatever perception of me that they had or in the same box that they had of me. Bitch, that's your intuition. You've been hearing your intuition and you've been questioning, is that it? Am I just being delusional? No, that is your intuition. She's screaming at you. She's like, bitch, open the fuck up. I'm suffocating in here. Also, I am like literally just now getting a download that's saying to remind you that if you are thinking about something or something has been on your mind and then you get a sign from source, whether that's angel numbers, whether that's asking for a sign, whether that's getting a symbol of something that is very special and only would be assigned to you, the universe wants you to really think about what were you talking about when you saw it, what had been on your mind, or what questions have you been really asking yourself and asking the universe around this time and before you see these signs. That's very important. So I guess this was 4 messages actually. Don't worry, I threw one in for free for you. You don't got to pay for that one. You know how you can pay me? Getting nice and high. Let's take a hit. I hope that this message is reaching the right people. I know it is because if you're watching this, the way that the universe works, like it brought you here for a fucking reason. I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your grandma, and as always, stay high.